Hey, welcome to my attic activities. This is the veil. Um, I am. I had this professionally printed. This is for the solo opponent, so it's a kind of artificial intelligence. Um, if you would print it out, then this would not go well. So I have to cut it horizontally. But what the idea is that you randomly choose a persona for the AI player, and it can be either offensive, defensive, support, or recruiter, or rush build. Now, this is the original creator's version, which is I think unreasonably hard. So if you don't defeat your opponent in turn 7, then a lot of overpowered things happen. And the main problem with this is that you have to keep track of the turn. Uh, so while this looks nice, I don't think it's much fun. I have been building tweaking a little bit because there are some unclear things that the creator just kept in his head or didn't bother writing on the cards. So I made the cards a little bit more descriptive and also got rid of the turn 7 thing. So in this case, you have offensive recruiter, rush builds, supporter, defensive, and the veil AI behavior. So for the veil AI behavior, I was struggling a bit with paint.x and later made this in with my first GIMP. It's probably hard to read, and the problem with this is also that AI. This is not affiliated with the creator at all. This is my own making, but I made it a little bit better, I think. So, for example, here you dissolve ties by support, control, and aggro. And you say let X be the highest cost value from your hand, and you heal X health per card in hand with cost X. So if you have all ones, they heal 1. Times 5 is 5, so the opponent heals 5. And if he has a 2 card and all ones, then only the 2 card will be the highest one. So the next turn, the opponent will only regain 2 health. Now, if X is more than 5, you acquire the highest cost control card at no cost, and if no control card, then support, then banish each basic card from your discard pile. So I made a few little optimizations, and every time that the game plays for the opponent, then he does 1, 2, 7. And here, for the small little details, the AI opponent setup is exactly like regular opponents. For hero versus hero, villain versus villain, and so on. Lowest initial health starts with 4 cards, so it's a good simulation of playing against human. So finally you have some use for all these the veil cards. Draw an AI card at random. That so this is the AI cards, right? And at the AI turn, perform all steps 1 to 7 on the card. Players resolve ties. AI behavior is that AI usually ignores card text, ignores card text with look at, and ignores text abilities with choice, such as you may X. AI executes synergy bonuses. AI applies automatic effects like catharsis, draw a card. AI never acts on opponent's turn, so no traps. Your means from the AI opponent's point of view. AI uses card text on targets and to all targets. Yeah, well, defeat the AI before he defeats any player. Good luck. So that's I think the missing card that should have been in the creators. Yeah, there was some scribblings on some text file, but this is more tasteful, I think. So these go back to back, and this is a larger version of an older card version, but this is much better to read. So I think I'm going to test out this set. And the way to test it is to have two AIs, or how do you say, two veil characters using the same AI card. And if one wins from the other, of course one wins from the other, then you play that winner against any random other one. Once all cards this way you can determine which is the strongest the veil hero, and the same you can do for villains, and it gives this gives an objective way because you removed most of the ambiguities when resolving for the AI. This gives a good measure. Yeah, here's the same thing. Gives a good measure of ranking the veil heroes, because they have never been properly ranked before. So that way you can play against once we determine the weakest character, you can play the AI against the weakest character, and if you win you can move on to the next weakest character. That gives some kind of campaign, if you will, throughout the story. The character that you play with, of course, should not be, well, you should start with the strongest character, and then you try to beat all opponents, and the next strongest character you can try to beat all opponents then with that character. So that's more or less the idea. Easy to build, just cutting and gluing. Then we have a lot of other things, really short. This is a crown of Egil. It was a bit of a hassle to cut out properly, but crown of Egil has the fortunate property that if you fold them like that, like so, then you can glue and let it dry and then cut out properly. So there's a lot of these crown of Egil things. Ravages of Time, Abandonment. So I sorted out by complexity. There are some other cards that are singular, and that is a bit harder to do, but that this aligns by itself because of the folding line. So it's simply using the roller, the glue roller, and you're done. So this is all kind of thorough. Egil beacons on a whole. Doesn't really matter to keep them in order or not, because you can sort them out later after they dry. So that's a lot of stuff. Let's see. There is also another one. Yeah, this is a small hobby. Or is it hobby? I think it was an official release. So it's some kind of wolf mini adventure. And I also have the Approaching Storm, the missing one, section 2, campaign 2. It's on a boat with black and white pictures, and this has the strange property that you have a crewman, crew alert, and you have a crewman on duty, and they are enemies apparently because of the card and because it says enemy. I'm not really sure how that is supposed to work, and I think they're all 120 grams. Yeah, and there are some other things that are unfortunate. For example, captain's keys and steward's keys. I need to glue them while paying attention. But that's what I am working on currently. So I hope you like that. Bye.